I ordered a turbo upgrade kit for this thing from KC Turbos. And I got an email from them that says, "Thank you for your purchase. Our system has flagged your purchase as potentially fraudulent. In order to protect our customers, can you please send me IDs for both your billing and shipping address?" You want me to send you my ID? Are you serious?
KC Turbos is Alex.
Yeah, hey guys, I got a question here. I just, I got an email from you guys saying that you guys wanted me to send you like ID and proof of an address. And it just seems weird that, you know, like it's just a little part. Like you want to, it's like it was flagged for fraudulent stuff or whatever.
If you want to, like I said, I told the customer this morning because I had the same conversation. His bill wasn't small. He had like a $9,000 order.
Oh yeah, I get that. I
catch myself average about $12,000 worth of fraud a week.
Holy crap, man.
That's what I do. It is so bad.
So,
and normally a month it's about $10,000 of fraud that weren't flagged that actually is fraud, and we have to fight with the banks.
okay, that's insane. I just don't feel good about sending through like identification and stuff, right?
Hey, you can black out the driver's license number. You can black out the picture.
Yeah.
It's just with what we see, and yeah, losing money left and right. I can't do that.
Oh yeah, I get it.
You too, sir. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Bye bye. Wow, I didn't know. You know, it's the first time that's ever happened to me where you order something online and somebody wants some form of proof. But crazy that the companies out there, like these guys here, are dealing with that much fraud where people are just, it's insane. If you really think of it, man, like how many emails I get on a daily, how many phone calls I get on a daily, how many text messages I get on a daily with people trying to scam people. You guys see that on my channel in the comments constantly. People out there going, "Oh, telegram me," or "Hey, message me, text this number here," all in my comment section. Don't fall for those scams. Like, and it's insane that these guys deal with that stuff all the time too. I got frustrated this morning for no reason. The guy seemed like a pretty cool dude, so I'm gonna send them through the links to my YouTube channel and some of the stuff. I mean, hey, maybe you never know, I might get a subscriber out of the deal, you never know. But yeah, guys, on that note, don't fall for the things in my comments. If you're the kind of person that reads the comment and you see a reply with a picture of my logo and it says, "Text me at this number," don't. It's not me. I will not do that stuff to you guys. If there was some sort of a giveaway or anything like that, I would put it in a video, not in the comments. Don't fall for the scams. Don't answer the damn phone calls if you don't know the numbers. Don't reply to the text messages that say, "Hey, you won something," or "Hey, this is the bank of whatever." It's BS. All right, KC Turbos, let's clear this up. I think maybe we should just do a chitty chat video today. I'm tired.
Ensuring that I'm going to have good adhesion.
Yep, taking to the Academy of YouTube because we got to putty up those rocker panels and get them all primed up before they end up rusting on me.
Pressure at all, fingertip pressure.
All right, we're good. How many of you are genuinely concerned with the state of my life right now? My van's always been messy. My shop looks like something just went blah all over the place. Oh, it's been insane around here. So many things on the go, but today I thought we would just catch you guys up on some of the things that are going on with me. But first, today's video is sponsored by Surfshark. Surfshark is an online VPN service that allows you to be out there on the internet as a nomad, roaming around this planet a little bit safer because you're logging in from public Wi-Fi all the time when you're on the road. But using a VPN allows you to put your information out there a little safer. So when you log in, it goes through the VPN service, they encrypt it all and then send it out there so no hackers can get back to you because they can't get back through Surfshark. It all stops right there. And of course, this little cool part about it is if you're into watching Netflix, Hulu, or any of those kind of geolocated streaming services that only allow you to watch what's in your country, you can use a VPN to spoof that too. You just log in, say you're coming in from wherever the heck you want. You select countries and places all around the world. You select it, and now you can watch what they have access to in their country. They're having a Black Friday sale on right now, and I'm probably sure they're gonna squeeze it through towards the end of the month too, maybe. But they're doing 85% off and 3 months free if you use the links down below. Surfshark is just a smart idea nowadays. VPNs, I think they're pretty cool. So awesome. You can just go take a class anytime you want. I love it. So we have to quickly prep all this stuff up. We primed up the floors that I welded in the other day, but today we need to putty up all this stuff, clean it all up, and just throw a set of primer on it so this doesn't rust. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna knock the weld down just a little bit with a hammer, just to kind of create a tiny little bit of a valley so this smooths it out a little bit. Some little tips I found on YouTube. One thing I have learned is never ever skimp on the prepping for anything you paint. Prep is 100% the key to success. You skip this process, you're gonna have problems. Give this one last final sand by hand just to make sure. Wax and grease remover. First time ever doing anything like this, and I think it turned out pretty decent. All right, so there's directions on the top of this thing for how much hardener to use. The guy at Rondex there said just to do one right across, whatever size that I'm doing. I watched some YouTube videos and, oh, yummy. Stir. According to the top of the jar, it says stir. All looks the same no matter how deep you go. So doing this is going to be time sensitive. We'll make sure she's mixed together really well.
Now this is a cheese grater.
I got one of those for sure.
And you have to have it nice and sharp.
So I missed filming a bunch of this stuff. My camera died here, so this is it. It looks good. Things look pretty smooth. All right. I think we're good to throw a set of primer on this stuff. It looks pretty decent, man. I am really pumped on how that turned out. It's all gonna get sanded down anyway as soon as we paint the entire thing, but damn! I'm horrible at filming everything today. This side's all done. All in there nice and good, sanded up nice and smooth. Now we're gonna throw a set of primer on there. And that's it for the rockers. Oh, that's it for that. And all that stuff turned out really good. At least I think it turned out pretty good anyway. So we are going to be releasing some of this Weirdo's Garage stuff pretty soon. Probably sometime in December. Kind of excited about that. I won't be releasing these though, because doing the patched shirts are not going to be cheap for me to produce, but we'll definitely be doing printed shirts and stuff for sure. Check this out. So I bought some proper heat shielding. I don't know if there's a company name on here. It's upside down. Here you go. Let me flip that for you. Read that? That's who it's from. It took me a while to find some proper stuff. So I originally bought some the other week and I didn't feel good about it. It was on Amazon. It said heat shielding, but then I wasn't thinking. I seen heat shielding. I bought it. It had a thicker foam on the background and a thin foil on the front. But I forgot to take a look at what kind of temperatures it can handle. Where this one here is a whole different story. It can actually handle a whole chunk of temperature. It's got some of that flame retardant material in the middle and a very thick foil. Definitely not the standard little thin tin foil stuff like the other one had. So that is for the inside of my firewall. That will be going in and around this area here, all the way through, and on the inside of the doghouse. And anything left over, I'm gonna lay on the inside of the floor pan on the bottom side. So it's meant to go around mufflers and things like that to keep heat from going up. So if there's any space on the floor with leftover pieces, I'm just gonna add some more just to try to keep the heat of the engine from rising up into the home. Because when you're traveling around a lot, it does get warm. I know in my van. When I'm traveling in my van, the heat just resonates all the way up and you can feel it on your feet while you drive and things like that. So if I can reduce some of that in the ambo, I'm gonna try. I don't have a ton of that stuff. That's only a 4 foot by 4 foot piece. I'm excited I actually found it. Those floors and those rockers turned out not bad. For a first time welder, I'm actually very impressed with myself. I could have grinded them down here in the corners a bit better, but you know, it's underneath the floor and I'm running a bead of seam sealer across all of it anyway, so I'm not really worried. Hopefully it never rusts again and you never have to see it again. But these rockers though, so good. Besides doing the rust protection on the floors, top and bottom, I'm doing the entire engine bay as well. That includes painting the frame. So if you notice in here, there is a little bit of rust and stuff on the frame, which is extremely common, but we're gonna grind this whole frame out all the way through here, and we're gonna put a nice rust encapsulator paint on there and paint it nice and black. That way, when that newly painted 7.3 goes in there, that diesel gets plunked in here and everything, it just looks perfect. But I've been online looking at different companies to buy rust encapsulating paint from. And that gets pretty confusing because I've used POR 15 before because I heard so many great things about it. Then I had a bad experience with it on my van. I POR 15'd my rear differential and it all peeled off. It was coming off in just great big chunks. And I thought I prepped it well. I sanded her down, I cleaned it with that whatever stuff, and it just did not work out. So because of that situation, I've done a lot more research and I found that POR 15 is not the cream of the crop. There's a lot of other really great products out there. So I found one, I ordered it. We'll dive into that stuff on another video. It's from a company called Eastwood, and I've been watching a bunch of Eastwood's YouTube channel videos because they just got great bodywork videos. So some of the stuff I've learned to do on here, I learned from watching their channel. So I ordered some of their products to do my frame and do the floors. But we'll dive into all that techie stuff on another video. But something you didn't know, I sat down here with Lauren the other day And we talked about the 4x4 kit that he installed in this ambulance maybe 4 years ago. And something I asked him, I'm like, can we move these tires forward? How huge of a deal is that? He's like, we can move those forward. We can do that. I love people that do that. I'm like, can we do that? He's like, yeah, we can do that. Super calm, yeah, cool. So what happens here is like, this has no fender on it right now. And this is pretty tight there without the fender. If we were to go to a bigger tire, there's no way you could. And I would love to go as big as I can with this ambulance. Come on, you guys know me. Going this far into a project, I want this to be monstrous and huge, and, you know? So bigger tires are a definite must. So Lauren is gonna shift my front end forward a little bit, allowing me to get on a bigger tire. Sweet. Plus, we also have to do the rear suspension on this thing because that was never done when the girl that did the 4x4 kit did it. She didn't do any of the rear leaf springs, so all that stuff needs to get done because right now the ambo sits lower in the back than the front, so it all needs to be. Lauren also suggested to me that we add some more gauges to the ambulance so we can read that 7.3 liter diesel engine a little better. So I came across this site called Glow Shift, and they have these really awesome column gauges. So when you're driving, they're just right there. The gauges he suggested were oil temperature, exhaust temperature, fuel pressure, and this one just says transmission. I think that was transmission temperature. But I guess having all those gauges will allow you to visibly see all the stuff that you need to make sure that your diesel engine is running optimally. Because if one of those gauges is off, because you're gonna catch a major problem right away before you have a major problem. Because if you look over and that gauge isn't right, boom, stop. Right away, just stop. Something's not right. Where if you wait for that light to pop on your dashboard and a little warning light, he goes, you're too far, it's gone, it's over at that point. They don't, a lot of those lights on there don't pre-warn you, because if something comes up, you lost oil pressure, you're screwed at that point already. Where if you have everything there to see visibly, you're good to go. Like, I guess he was explaining to me that the exhaust temperature tells you something about something else, and the fuel pressure, because if your fuel pressure happens to go too low, change your fuel filter. If you don't know what that pressure is, now it's going to send wrong fuel stuff to your very expensive injectors in your engine, and then that's going to cause a problem. So having all the gauges just makes sense. But finding that little one on the column there, so when you're driving, they're just boom right there. Awesome. So I'm going to be ordering those. I have to wait for Lauren to get here to make sure that we order it, because there's a lot of questions on there about things. Do you need this pressure and this pressure and this gauge? I don't know. It was way out of my league. So when he comes here tomorrow, I'm going to have him go over everything and get those gauges on order too. If you're wondering, I am still wearing my boot. My foot's definitely getting better though, but this boot is super, super dirty. It's been through welding and everything else, and so far I haven't melted it or caught it on fire. I say I'm winning, but the foot is definitely getting a little bit better. But yeah, we've been in that boot now for, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3? I don't even know, a long time. And I don't think it's coming off anytime soon. I can move my toe forward and backwards a little bit, but any side movement whatsoever, oh heck no. You can definitely feel it for sure. What I'm hoping out of this whole ambulance build series is that you guys stay entertained, obviously, and maybe learn a few things, but most of all, be encouraged to try to do things on your own. To know that if you have a bit of rust on your van, that you could watch a few YouTube videos, buy a few supplies, and a bottle of tequila just in case things go sideways, and do these projects on your own. Watch piles of videos. One person might say something that just didn't make sense. Watch 5 or 6 more videos and someone will say something to you that'll resonate with you, and you're like, that's how I want to build it. That guy, what he said, I want to build it that way. Because there's so many videos with so many different ideas and suggestions out there on just about every build subject. Because nobody is going to do body work the same. There's some base fundamentals when it comes to it I've seen on a lot of videos, but everybody had their own approach to it, you know what I mean? So find the channel that you feel like resonates with you and just watch that one and learn how to do those things. I would like to see this series show you guys that you can save a bit of money by not going to a shop or having to wait for a shop, because nowadays you got to wait for everybody's shop sometimes a year to even get in to an appointment. That little Google help there, that you could probably take on some of these things on your own. I never thought I would ever have welded anything. That would have been, I'm like, I don't know how to weld, I need a welder, and just go source it out. Now I don't have to, because now I know I can stitch weld some flooring in, and I'll get better and better the more I keep stitch welding, you know? So hopefully these things learn that you guys can try, at least try. Like I said, get that bottle of tequila, it'll get you through if things go sideways. Trust me, just don't use tequila and power tools. Probably not a good mix. I haven't used tequila and power tools. There you go, my fingers still. But yeah, but that's all I really want out of this series, is to have a little fun with you guys, show you guys something awesome. And I know a lot of you are not really interested in all this engine stuff, but I am, because I love learning new things. And that's what this whole project has been for me, is just soaking in a pile of knowledge. Lauren's coming here tomorrow, and tomorrow's video I think will be a ton of learning about that diesel engine. He's going to dive into some of the parts and some of the things, and maybe some suggestions and stuff. So I'm really excited about that one. I'm done at the shop for the day. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you guys all on the next one. And yeah, I think that's it.